All right. Welcome to our Friday live talk about how to write a book, where we offer tips that you need to write, publish, and promote that best-selling book. So I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, and with us is one of our superstar authors, Joanie Lindenmeyer. She is the author of Nun Better, an amazing love story, which is a bestseller and very popular, touching and transforming lives everywhere. She and I are actually working on two books together, and we are sharing a step-by-step guide for you free here on the Two Sisters Writing and Publishing channel on YouTube to help you write a book as well. So welcome, Joanie.
Hi there, everybody. It's Halloween time. I am Cousin It today, all hairy, of course. I wish it could go all the way to the floor, but it's like, you have to have fun with life. And I thought, what a simple little costume today.
Yes, I love it. Love it. Love it. So Cousin It from the Addams family, right?
That's right. That's right. And did you know
Yes.
that he spoke gibberish and that only his family could understand him?
Well, since we're talking about writing a book and the importance of making sure that your readers understand what you're saying, that's a really good point to bring up, Joanie.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yep, for
I
sure.
love it. Excellent, excellent. So it's so fun to dress up and have a good time, and that really, really applies to our topic today, because the topic today is pacing yourself and taking breaks during the writing process. And this is something that Joanie did while she was writing Nun Better, which is right here. It's such an amazing book. It's such a fun read. She wrote it in 5 months during my 6 months to best-selling book success program. And then we published it in under a year, which I don't recommend, but we did it. I edited it. She wrote 500 pages. We cut it down to 300, and it's just an outstanding book. So, Joanie, let's talk about why you took breaks during this
Yes.
intensive writing experience.
Well, I took breaks because I needed them. Oh my gollies. Oh my gollies. I know Elizabeth is cracking up at this, and I think my hair is getting in my mouth. So I think I'm going to have to take my costume off in just a second. But
Okay.
yeah, I got to do that. Oh boy, it's hard to talk with hair in your mouth.
Oh,
So,
you're hilarious. Oh
uh,
my gosh. That was so fun, Joanie. I love Halloween. I love the fun of dressing up as
you
grown-ups.
bet. You bet. All right, there I am. Now I'm back to author Joanie. Oh, my nose itches
Awesome.
from that hair.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, yes, taking breaks is really, really crucial because it just, you come back refreshed. That's the bottom line.
Mhm.
And in taking those breaks for whatever the reasons, one I did because I had a vacation booked and I didn't want to cancel my vacation.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know I was going to be writing a book. So I had the vacation book beforehand. And then the other one was I had knee surgery. And so in both of those situations, I needed that time to heal, to do what I needed to do for fun. And like you just said, and I've said, you come back refreshed. You come back with a clearer mind, a happier soul, and then it flows again. And so yeah, that's why and how I did it.
Mhm. So
Yep.
did you feel guilty?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Believe in guilt. And if you're a religious person, maybe even Catholic, don't get into the guilt stuff. Get rid of that out of your life.
Right. So tell me, Joanie, why you would recommend to other people that they should take a break besides all the things that you just mentioned, because you don't have to actually take a vacation, but you should
Right.
pace yourself so that you're not
Right.
constantly working from breakfast to bedtime. I do that. I love it because I like to be completely immersed. Because when you're writing a book, there's so much content. I like to think of it like the inside of a watch, where those
Oh,
things that go like
oh,
this, and your brain is like this, connecting all the details. Well, what happened in chapter 1? What's happening in chapter 6? Am I repeating anything? Am I leaving anything out? So all of that has to be percolating at the same time. So immersion for me is awesome. And then if I take a break, I have to come back to it, re-immerse, reread everything, which takes so long. It's like starting a stalled car to me. But
mm-hmm,
I do
mm-hmm.
know what you said is taking a break refreshes you and you come back with fresh eyes. So can you talk about that?
Yes. I guess I've always been, Carol was an endurance person. She could go like you. She could just go, 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 go forever and ever and ever. I'm a kind of person with my personality that I need the breaks. I need the, I guess it's, you ever heard of fartlek running? Okay, and fartlek running, I used to teach it in PE class. It's like a dog. A dog will haul buns really, really fast to get to a tree or to a fire hydrant or wherever they're going to meet their master or whoever. And then they haul buns, they go really, really fast, and they just sort of trot around afterwards. They go really, really fast, and then they trot around. They go really, really fast and trot around. That's my personality. I go really, really, really fast, and then it's like, you need a break. And so that just matches my personality. So as a writer, when I was writing, I would have certain times that I would just run, and type, and my heart and my head were going. And then it was like, and I think I heard you say one time, it's like, Joanie, you need to just unplug. And that's what I do. I unplug from that writing. And whether that's a nap or that's a walk or that's a go play pickleball or that plays my guitar or I go cook or whatever that is. But I need a break in there because then when I come back, it's like I'm ready to haul buns again, and then I can go at it again. And that vivaciousness will come after I've had that break. I don't know if that makes sense. Is anybody out there like that? That it happens to you that way? I don't know.
Yeah, I love it. I love it because it's just human nature, physically and emotionally. And also, when I write, if I can sit here for hours and hours, my brain energy drains my body to the point that sometimes I'm like, how am I going to get out of this chair? It's amazing how much energy your brain uses, even when you're sitting still writing. And so you can't burn out. If you burn out, forget about it. It will be pure fog on this screen. And so you have to rest. And resting doesn't just mean sleep. Resting means resting your eyes away from the screen because you can get eye strain. You can get dry eye. I get that. And I have to spend the day doing something else. I'll clean the house. I'll run errands. So you have to rest your eyeballs, literally, and you have to rest your brain and your body. And so you'll feel it when it comes. First of all, you'll feel fatigued, but secondly, your brain will be in fog, and that you can't write from that point. So you need the clarity, you need the energy. And so taking that break. While we're on the topic, Joanie, let's talk about fueling the brain and body during those breaks.
Yes. Go for it. You go first, and then I'll jump in.
Okay. Well, for me, eating super healthy is imperative because you are what you eat, and your food affects your brain chemistry. So I fuel myself with lean, healthy proteins, healthy fats like olive oil, coconut oil, and also lots of green vegetables, which I drink in my green goddess smoothie every morning, and my salads and my cooked vegetables and snacking on raw vegetables. So that's imperative.
Do you like Brussels sprouts?
Love them. I don't do bacon. I hate it when restaurants put bacon in them. It's like, why take this beautiful vegetable and mess it up with something that is loaded? It's known carcinogen. So if the Brussels sprouts are made with no bacon, I love them.
You bet. And I had that as part of my veggies last night, and I haven't had Brussels sprouts in a long time. And it was like, they tasted so good along, I love carrots and I love onions. And so I was making some chicken stuff, and it was just beautiful. But, you talk about that, and yes, you need those fuels. And think, I know I've lost weight in the last year, and do I attribute it to the book? Or do I attribute it? I don't know. Yeah. Healthier eating, exercise, and just being more peaceful in that process. I'm going to jump in here when you said fuel. Somebody said to me the other day, Joanie, do you realize how busy you've been? You're doing 3 times the work that you did a year ago. I go, I am? Yeah, you have like 3 full-time jobs. I go, I do? And so I said, what do you mean? They said, well, you're writing 2 books. There's 2 jobs. And you're still doing Nun Better promotions and talks and videos and da. You're really doing 3 jobs. And I'm going, I never look at it as a job. I never look at it as work, because writing to me is the fuel for my purpose or my cause, I guess, my mission. And so that's my number one fuel is my prayer and my reflection time. And your retreat was phenomenal on your Goddess Power Show last week. Everybody out there, sign up for a retreat with Elizabeth. Go through a
Oh,
meditation. You will just, oh, you will be phenomenally peaceful and centered and cleansed. And anyhow, so anyways, but that is my
thank you.
fuel. You talk about fuel. It's
Yeah.
not just the food, but it's the prayer. It's the being outdoors. It's doing the things that refresh you. And maybe that's the biggest question, Elizabeth, is what does everybody individually choose to do to refresh themselves?
Yes.
And
Yes.
people call that self-care. There's a lot of names for that, but that to me is the biggest thing, is to fuel yourself, to refresh yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yes, I agree with all the other things you said, the food, the exercise, and all that, for
Mm-hmm.
sure. You
Mm-hmm.
probably have more to add to that. You're a real pro at it.
Well, yeah, for me, taking a break, it's not resting, it's going to the gym or going for a run, lifting weights, doing strength training, doing cardio. That is a break for me mentally from the writing, but it revs my brain and body to the highest heights to be in my genius zone of creativity. So the gym or some form of exercise daily, which includes yoga, and that's my energy clearing as well. So all of those things, my physical fitness regimen is a break for me on a daily basis that keeps my brain and body energized to do what I do: writing, publishing, editing, all of the above that require tremendous focus and energy.
And it
So,
produces the endorphins, huh? Doesn't it produce the endorphins so that you're happier, happier, happier? And I know it does for me. And also related to that is friendships and relationships. And that if I ever get to the point where this does become a have to versus a get to, then I'll stop writing. But right now, my friendships that um, what do I want to say? I hang on to and I have fun with, and they give me life in those super friendships and the times that we share. And that's just a shot in the arm. And if I don't have time for friends because this book is too overwhelming, then I really need to take a look at that, because
yes,
hey, I'm
yes.
66 years old and I'm not getting any younger. And life is darn precious.
Yes, thank you for that. Really important. So, taking breaks, which means balance. Don't shut out your friends and family because you're on a deadline. Well, sometimes, but that's only
Yeah,
temporary. I do
right.
that when I have a deadline, but strategize your writing experience so that you can have the balance. You can still meet your friends for dinner or your family for Sunday dinner or whatever you do.
Right.
Really important. I've been in the position where you're on a deadline and you just have to completely shut out everything. You might not even take a shower that day because you're just
Yeah. Yeah.
completely trying to get it done and
Oh,
every
wow.
minute
I've never
matters.
done that.
Oh, I know lots of writers who talk about that, lots of them.
Oh,
And that's
really? Oh my
well,
gosh.
that's when you have like a big publisher's deadline and
Uh-huh.
your payment depends on meeting the deadline.
Uh-huh.
So our structure is a little more lenient, but well, we do have deadlines, but
Yes.
with these are authors who have New York publishers and they don't get paid if they don't submit their book on time or there's a
Right.
penalty. So
Right.
that's a big motivator.
Right,
um,
right.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
So
and speaking of deadlines, I know you and I in our collaboration this week. It's been so wonderful receiving our contributors' writings and their stories, which have been heartwarming, and oh my gosh, they're just so touching. But their deadline, we've asked them to make sure that that's in by November 1st, and so that's coming on. And I've been talking to many of them, and then you and I have talked about it, that our deadline for our books and what our process is, and that's so important is as you write to know, what's your end result and then how do you get there. um and related to ours, June Pride. Brookings has now announced June 1st will be our Pride. And you and I've talked about it, that yes, we will have these 2 books ready to go for that occasion on June 1st. And that we upped it a week. We changed our game plan to do that. And so that's just a little bit more focus, I guess is the word. Focus and what and how we do that. And I'm so glad, once again, for you and Catherine as coaches to keep me on track, to keep us on track of what we need to accomplish in the different elements of producing those books. And, if you're sitting out there watching this right now, again, I'm going to come back to get a coach, find somebody, find a team to make it happen with, because it just is a lot more fun and it will come out a lot better because you're hanging with the pros.
Yes, thank you. So thank you, Joanie, for that so much. Anybody who wants to work with me as your book coach in private and group settings, please go to twosisterswriting.com and check out book coaching, because I love helping people navigate the confusion and overwhelm and get clarity and then write a best-selling, amazing book. So that's what happened with Joanie. She'd never written a book before. She's a former Catholic nun and then a retired physical education teacher. So this was all new, but she mastered it. And that's why we're doing these lives every Friday, to share with you all that she learned and all that I teach. So please share this with anybody who's trying to write a book, thinking about it. Maybe they're stuck, writer's block, confusion, overwhelm, procrastination, all the things that afflict a writer, so that you can actually get it done. All right, Joanie, anything else about taking a break while writing a book?
Oh, is there anything else? We have covered a lot on that. And I think it's just a matter of really doing it, really taking those breaks and being conscious of it, that I need to take a break. Yeah. And you figured out your way. I figured out my way, and the people watching will figure it out their way. And
Excellent.
that's a good thing. So What a great topic. What a great topic.
Thank you, Joanie. You're the perfect example of all of the above. Thank you. And thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, all of you, for watching. Again, please share this. Please visit twosisterswriting.com. You can get Joanie's book anywhere books are sold online, Nun Better, An Amazing Love Story. Hope you're having a happy and safe Halloween weekend. There we go. Cousin It in the house. Joanie Lindenmeyer turned Addams Family Cousin It. So fun. Just so fun. Writing is fun when you have a strategy and you feel you're in control and getting strong guidance. So that's why we're here. So thank you. We wish you happy writing and happy Halloween. See you next week.
And a hug from Cousin It and blowing air kisses from Cousin It.
Woohoo!
Bye. Happy Halloween. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.